Yo! Healthy, whole food, plant-based, whole wheat pancakes made with homemade buttermilk. You can lose weight eating these pancakes. They are delicious. This is what I'm going to show you how to make. Thank you. Stick around. Let's go play. Hello and welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Corinne. I'm not only the drummer for the thrash metal band Nightmare Hippie Children, which is the music that you're going to be hearing throughout. There'll be links below. I'm also a foodie who loves to play in the kitchen, and I've been eating a mostly whole foods plant-based diet for roughly 6.5 years. I'm down a little over 25 pounds total since then. I want to lose some more because duh, right? And also I want to help you out if you've either never eaten healthy before, you want to start somewhere. I kind of want to help you out and hold myself accountable. So please stick with me. We're going to be making recipes like these. I want to help you out one recipe or one meal at a time. So we're going to get started. These pancakes are my favorite. I don't even remember who the hell taught me the OG recipe. I go to YouTube and or the Googles for a majority of my recipes. So I have ADHD, kind of unorganized, so bear with me. We're going to do this together. The first thing that I want to do is make our homemade buttermilk using a couple ingredients. 3 things, and again, bear with me, getting out of my fridge. Almond milk and, talking to you while I'm in the fridge, apple cider vinegar. 1 cup of whatever plant-based milk you have. I get this at Aldi, unsweetened original almond milk. That's what I always have. You're always hamina. You're also going to need, bear with me, I'm freaking new at this, and again, kind of scatterbrained, so stick with me. We're going to have fun. 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And what that's going to do is help get the almond milk all kind of coagulated and gross, but that's going to make our buttermilk, trust me, it'll work. Along with 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I'm going to do a heaping tablespoon because, yum, vanilla. Give this a quick mix. This is going to sit for 5 minutes. It's going to get all gross and, like I said, coagulated. I hate that word, but I don't know what else to say. So I'm going to put this aside right here. You're going to watch it get all gross. That's going to sit while we now do our dry ingredients. Starting with 1 cup of whole wheat flour. I don't even know the brand of flour I get. Anyway, 1 cup, level it off. I always have a spoon in here to kind of mix it up, fluff it up. A level scoop of whole wheat flour, followed by, this is optional, I use roughly a half scoop of my favorite plant-based protein powder, a little bit of extra protein, and I love the vanilla flavor of it. And it comes in that stupid Ziploc bag. I freaking hate those bags because I can never, anyway, I hate them. So I transfer it to a different container. To this little dry mixture here, we are adding a tablespoon of, what the hell is this? Baking powder. We are next also going to add sugar. Yes, it's sugar, it's organic cane sugar. That's what I use. We're going to add about a tablespoon to this entire recipe, so that's why it's okay. It's still healthy. It's still going to help you lose weight. I eat these pancakes every single weekend. I'm not kidding. So 1 tablespoon to that. You want it a little bit extra sweet? Add another tablespoon to it. Or sometimes I'll do a overripe mashed banana to add the extra sweetness to it, or fruit. You can add anything you want to this. I'm just making plain pancakes today to show you how easy this is. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Kind of having fun. ADHD in the kitchen, whatevs. Last dry ingredient is, I really don't measure. We need some salt to this. So I'm going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon. Normally I just measure in my hand because I can eyeball it enough. Yeah, 1/4 teaspoon. Look, I got too much. I don't want it to be salty. That's what she said. Now, mix these up. Mix, mix, mix. Get all the dry ingredients incorporated. And now, this sitting here, look how gross it is. So it's all kind of coagulated, looks pretty gross, but that's what we want. This is now our homemade buttermilk, flavored with vanilla. So I'm going to pour this in to our dry mixture. Now, time to stir. You don't want to overmix it. It'll be all runny. You don't want to overmix. So just enough to where it kind of mixes together. Make a bunch of noise. Do that. Put that in the sink. Take your handy dandy spatula. Reference to Blue's Clues. Just aged myself on that one. And now I'm just going to kind of fold the rest of it over. Kind of scrape away the sides. Give it a little stir. Now, if you're going to add fruit, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raisins, corn, yes, corn pancakes. One of my personal favorites, I grew up with corn pancakes. You put a little, like, I don't know, however much corn you want in there, and it makes corn pancakes. This is now going to sit. While this is sitting and getting to the consistency that we want right now, it's runny pancake batter. It smells really good too. Once again, I wish there was smell-o-vision on here. I'm going to get my pan heated up. A medium heat. Wrong burner. How long? I've lived here for I don't know how many years now, and I don't know what burner is which, so, you know. You just turn them on until you get fire, I guess, on whatever one you're using. Medium-low heat. If you get the heat too hot, too fast, it's going to burn and they're not going to cook all the way through. Medium-low heat. That's going to do its thing for just a few minutes while this is sitting. And in the meantime, tell me in the comments if you are already eating a whole food plant-based diet, if you've always been curious, if you already are and just like learning new recipes. Like I said, I've been doing this for about 6.5 years. I've lost weight. What's more important to me is my energy levels have skyrocketed. I had blood work done before and after I transitioned, and my blood work is completely cleaned up. I completely reversed any chances for diabetes. I just feel healthier. I sleep better. I wake up in a good mood. I have energy throughout the day, along with caffeine. Shameless whoring of my band, Nightmare Hippie Children. And again, there'll be links down below to all the stuff. Let's get these cooking because I love pancakes and I'm getting hungry. So the batter has thickened up just a little bit. This is the perfect consistency that we want, which is great. You don't want to overmix it. And now to make it even easier on myself, I'm going to grab, you don't have to do this, this is what I do, a 1/3 cup measure. That's going to be how I pour it on there. You can use a regular spoon, it doesn't matter. So the pan is hot, which is great. I'm going to actually turn it down just a little bit to more of a low. And now, I don't normally, eating whole food plant-based, I have fat I want to lose, which means I don't want to eat more fat. But in certain cases like this, a little bit goes a long way for texture, consistency, specifically for these pancakes. What am I referring to? I'm going to spray this pan, but I'm not going to use that bullshit Pam spray stuff and make a big old mess because whatever. 100% pure avocado oil spray is what I'm going to be using. I'm not going to put it all over the pan. I'm going to be making 4 pancakes on here. So I'm spraying it just a little bit for consistency so they don't stick. My pan is awesome. And that's all I need for the entire batch of these pancakes I'm going to do. And this batch makes roughly 8 pancakes, depending on the size. Size matters. That's what she said. So I'm going to take my scoop, and I'm going to take about 1/3 of a cup and put it on my pan that is nice and hot. These are going to sit and cook for about 2 minutes. They're going to start to bubble up, and bubbling up is good. That's what you want it to do. That means they're cooking. It smells so good in here. I wish you could smell it. So in the meantime, I'm going to put some of the stuff away, and I'm going to come back when it's time to check these out and flip them. Okay, so these have been on here for about 1.5 minutes, and I lack patience, so I have to fuck with them. I have to keep checking them. You want them to get roughly like a golden brown, a very light brown underneath, or darker if you prefer them to be darker. So I'm just going to kind of check underneath, and it's golden, and we have a little bit of bubbles, so I'm getting all excited. Oh, while I'm waiting for these, there's an adorable video. I don't know who does the video, but every time I make pancakes or I think about making pancakes, I don't know how long ago it was, I don't know, a few months ago. But anyway, I came across a video where there's a little parrot or a parakeet on a woman's shoulder or sitting on a perch, and she taught the bird how to sing Making Bacon Pancakes. I don't eat animals, but the song itself is pretty adorable. Making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Look up and Google bird singing Making Bacon Pancakes, and it's pretty fucking adorable. So check it out and let me know in the comments below if you have seen that, or if that's you and your bird. Rock on. What an earworm, and your bird is adorable. So, all right, I'm coming back over here and I'm checking these. Ooh, they're looking better, but oh my god, I just want to keep fucking with them. I need to knock it off. You know how they say watched pot doesn't boil or something like that? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but you gotta keep fucking with them. Okay, these are getting kind of golden, so I'm going to flip. And there's plenty of times where I do the flip, and then it's like, well, shit, shouldn't have done that too soon. And then you'll just have to keep flipping to get the color and consistency that you want. So you gotta kind of, yeah. Like right now, flip too soon. But now that I did one, now I have to do all the rest of them. They look really good. And it doesn't come out perfect. And yes, you have to add the sound effects when you do that as well. So, because I did it too soon, because I'm lacking patience and I'm very excited. So while that's cooking in the meantime, let me show you. So, what do I put on these? One of my favorite, let me get back in camera. One of my favorite toppings to do is, if you don't, I love bananas. Bananas are good for you, potassium. I don't know why I said it that way. Bananas have potassium, and sometimes I will get a little saucepan going. I'll mash the banana very carefully in the pan with about 2 tablespoons of syrup. Let that get all warm, and then you have like a banana glaze that goes on the pancakes. I'm not going all cray-cray and doing that today, but I do want to bust out my pancake syrup. I'm going to show you the kind that I use. I just said pancake syrup, but I do not use pancake syrup. Why? Because if you look at the ingredients on pancake syrup, and it has all of the added sugars and shelf life bullshit in there that our human bodies were not meant to digest. Hence me loving eating a whole food plant-based diet. So anyways, I get this on Amazon, and you can get it in any store, but this is my favorite brand for color, consistency, flavor. It is pure maple syrup, 100% pure Vermont maple syrup, dark color, robust taste. I'll have a link below. Like I said, I get this on Amazon. You can check it out, see the different stuff out there. But the number one reason why I prefer this one through trial and error, this is my favorite flavor. I love the maple leaf flavor. The ingredients, pure maple syrup. That's it. Yes, it has sugar in it, but what my body is digesting is pure maple syrup, not pancake syrup with all that added bullshit in there. I can't stress enough how horrible that is. So if you have it, get rid of it. Pure maple syrup is the way to go. Time to flip. See how these are doing. And okay, so I'm turning up my heat a little bit because I realized I turned it down a bit too much and I lack patience. I want this to, making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. And I'm getting hungry. This smells so good. And with this leftover batter, I'm going to scrape the edges and get it ready for the next ones. I have no clue what the calorie count, nutrition facts, all that fun stuff. I used to use the app called Lose It. I know there's the other app out there called MyFitnessPal to see how many calories you're eating throughout the day. I used to use it all the time, but for me, I became obsessed, and it was more about how many calories in this and putting the recipes together. I had to stop. It was not healthy for me mentally, so I had to knock it off and stop counting my calories and focus on eating whole foods. And once I stopped tracking my calories and my macros, and I stopped tracking, I focused on what was on my plate, what am I eating, learning how to stop eating when I'm full. That is such a big deal. God, I hate it so much. Because why? Food tastes good. You want to eat all the things. But we need to knock it off. Why? Because we don't need all of the extra, and we need to listen to our bodies when we are full enough. I need to lose more fat off my body, which is why I'm going back to the basics of a standard whole food plant-based and cutting out the processed sugar and cutting out the processed bullshit in the chips and the cakes and the cookies and junk and stuff. Even though they are delicious, they are not good for us. Throughout my videos, I will be showing you how to make all of those things I just said using plant-based recipes. I'm flipping my pancakes again to see, look, these stuck together. Oh, you bonehead, Corinne. Pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, flip. Woo! I'm excited, that's so much better. Flip. Flip. Yeah, buddy. See, I just had to turn up the heat a little bit. But keep watching them. So, if you want to put the nutrition facts for all these ingredients into a thing, into an app, into a calculator to see how much you're eating of what, you do you, boo. I can't. I had to give that up. So all I know is what I just showed you that I make these with, which you saw how easy that was. Whole food recipe, main ingredients. People will argue that flour is processed. Yes, it has to go through a process to turn into the flour. I'm looking at my flour container if you're wondering why I'm looking over there. It has to go through the process, but eating whole wheat flour is so much better than your regular all-purpose flour. It's just a healthier option. You can also use oats. You can ground up oats into 1 cup consistency and have that. It doesn't fluff up like these do when you use the oats, which is why I use the flour. That's all I've known in this recipe, but again, you do you. Maybe I can try the oat one in a different recipe, but for right now, this is what we're doing. I don't know why I had the bowl hiding what I was doing the whole time. These are ready. So, look at these. I'm so excited. Oh, look at. Yay! All right, so while my pan is still hot, I need to get these on here. And you know what? I'm going to not use this. I don't need any more oil on my pan either. So I'm going to do this. Okay, here's a 5-year-old in me, and if you do this at home also, then yeah. All right, so now I'm just going to make 1, 2. These are not as big, and that's okay. You know what? I'm just going to do 3. So again, this will make roughly 8 pancakes, or in my case, 7, depending on how big you make them or don't make them. When I was little, and my mom would do baking of any sort, she's a great cook, and I learned a lot. But anyway, see all that? You gotta lick the bowl, man. You gotta. It's too good not to. All right. These are cooking. Okay. So, I'm so excited. Those are doing good. Not bubbling yet. So, my syrup. Make sure it doesn't. You know what? I don't want all three right now. So, be using my hands. I'm going to eat 2 of these bad boys right now. Oh, they're so good. A little bit goes a long way. So good. Yum! Okay, I need a fork, and I also need to keep an eye on those. Where am I going? These are so fluffy, and they're thick because of that homemade buttermilk that we did. So, look at that. See? They're fluffy and delicious. And they're hot, but I don't care. Let me know in the comments below if you have tried these, if you made anything like that. I'm going to stop talking with my mouth full right now. Homemade buttermilk pancakes using whole wheat flour. So, I gotta flip these because, woo! They're doing really good as well. You hear my dog bark. Transitioning from a standard American diet, STAD diet, to a more whole foods plant-based diet in your everyday life, there's where I come in. I want to help you out. I know what it's like to not have anyone to talk to or teach you these things. I've done this for 6.5 years and I've learned so much, which is why I want to help you out. And I'm going to continue eating this way. I don't eat animals. I don't have to. There's plenty of protein in my diet. So I'm going to help you out along the way. So let me know if you have any questions or comments. Again, there'll be links below. Please like this video and stay tuned for the bloopers, and eat clean, live loud. I'll see you on the flippity flip. Thanks for watching.
I cannot wait for you to try my pancakes. Making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes.